Hello, we're working today on a nice gateway laptop. Let's see how it looks like. If I can open it. Yeah, I've never seen this model. I'm not very familiar with it. I don't even know who produces this. It does nothing when pressing the power button. I've already removed the back cover. And this one is saying here AMD Ryzen 7 and AMD Radeon graphics. And it says model GWNR71517. No, sorry, GWNR71517-BK. Right? 19 volts. GatewayUSA.com. Okay, so this is all the info we have. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I have its charger. So if we plug it in, yeah, I think we can plug it in here. We can see a red light here. I'm not sure you can see it. And if we open it and press the power button, yeah, nothing happens. I don't see any signs of life. Good, so let's turn it around. Yeah, so we can spot here an LED that is lit. We have a battery here. Yeah, I just saw this. This is an NVMe that just flashed. Yeah, that's weird. Let me prepare the multimeter and let's measure some voltages. So now the multimeter, you can see it on the upper right corner. And let's see, for example, what do we have on the battery. So remember, I'm not very good on laptops. Yeah, we can see the battery is not charging, it's actually going down. This is 11.4 battery, so we should have above 12. Yeah, nothing here. I'm gonna measure a few of these. So we have 3.3 volts here. See, that's interesting. We have 5 here. Good. This is for the charging part. Yeah, that should be the battery voltage. Here we have nothing. Here we have 1.8. Yeah, so this is the RAM memory supply, maybe. I don't know. Here we have 0.9. Here nothing, 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 and nothing. Interesting. So it's interesting that we have the 5 volt here and the 3.3 are present. I keep seeing those flashing. That's very interesting. Let me disconnect the battery. Okay, and let's connect the power back. See? Well, see, now it flashes there. Now it's off. Very weird. If I press on the RAM, this time it stayed longer. I saw the fan spinning for a second. Again, it spin for a second. Now it's really spinning. Now it's off. This is very interesting. So let's do it this way, and I'm gonna press on this RAM module. I can feel heat coming from the CPU, so I think it's trying to start. Actually, that's really weird. Let me press on the CPU. This is so weird. So let's see what's happening with the voltages when it comes on. So let's see here. We don't have anything here, so now we have 1.2. Now it's gone. 1.2 gone. 1.2 gone. 1.2. Now it's staying on. Now it's gone. So this is the RAM, most probably. Here we have 1.8 gone. Again 1.8. Again gone. Here 0.9. Let's see on the CPU, we have 1 volt. Nothing. Well, let's wait for it. Yeah, 1.1. 1.1. So we have 1.1 on all phases. This is so weird. Let's power on the... So we know that it's not charging and it's doing this weird stuff. Okay, let's do something else. Let's measure the input voltage. So we can see here, right, this is a very nice motherboard, because we can clearly see what's going on here, right? So we see here the plus is going through 2 inductors, it's coming here, and this is the big track, is going into the first MOSFET, then the second MOSFET, then it comes onto this big track, and here we have the current sense resistor. And let's measure there on the current sense. Yeah, we have some stable 19 point something voltage. Now I wonder if this, maybe there's something. I would like to see what the power consumption is of the board. So I'm gonna put my power supply on 19.6. Okay, and let me connect some leads to it. Right, I'm gonna power it on. You can see it in the middle of the screen. Where is it? There. Good. So let me find the proper ground. Somewhere. Yeah, maybe like this. Let's see. Yeah, we have something. So if we come here, look, it's going to 1 amp. And it's going down. One amp. And these are also flashing. Okay, that's interesting. Let me connect the battery and see what the difference is. So now the battery is connected. It tried something. Weird. Oh, it stopped. Does it do anything else? No. So let me connect the power supply now. So with the power supply we have 2 milliamps and nothing else. Let's see if I press the power button. Where is it? It's the first one here. So the supply is connected. I'm pressing the power button, but nothing happens. Ah, now I did something. It went back down to 2 milliamps. Pressing the power button again. Nothing. Yeah, it went again to 1 point something. This is so weird. Okay. So let me disconnect the battery because I don't like it. And let's get the thermal camera. Let me open the windows. Okay. And let's see what's getting warm. I don't want to say hot. What's getting warm around here? When it's behaving like that. Yeah, I'm gonna take this away. And let's connect the thermal cam. Good, I'm gonna remove the macro lens for the moment so we can have a better picture. You should see it alright. So let me connect also. This doesn't help. Copy. Okay, let's go here. Paste reference. Good. Okay, now you can see also the supplies. Good, and I'm gonna connect the plus from the supply here. There's something blinking right here. Let me remove this NVMe. Although the lights on it were helpful. And let's see now what's lighting up there. Yeah, there is something there. Let me put the macro lens and see it like this. Yeah, we have a chip there. That's a power supply, I think. What else? We have the phases, we have the CPU which is hot. Yeah, but nothing out of the ordinary. Because we have 3.3 and 5, we know that the main is fine. So I won't go into that. So the only thing I don't like is this chip here. It lights up at the beginning and then it shuts down. This one here, really weird. Let me remove the macro lens again. Yeah, we can see all the RAMs getting hot. Also this MOSFET here, this one is getting hot, and that's on the main line. That's interesting. But we know we had a good yeah, so when it stops, something lights up there. Now it's working. Now we stopped and this thing lit up. So I think it's that small one. Let me put my finger on it and see, is it really hot? Yeah, it did heat up a bit. I don't know what to say. This is weird. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'm gonna remove the board and we're gonna look on the other side eventually under the microscope and see what's going on there, because I have no idea yet how to go further with it, but we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I removed the board. There's nothing else on the other side of the board, and I took a look all around the board and it looks really good. I can't see any issues with it. I'm a bit worried that it behaves like this. So when we power it on, it jumps straight to 1 amp and the CPU is getting really hot. So I don't really like that, but I found the BIOS for this model on bad caps, so we don't lose anything but time. I'm gonna try to rewrite the BIOS and see if this helps. So I'm gonna remove this chip because I don't have very good BIOS tools, as this isn't something that I usually do. This is just for fun, but again, all this hobby of mine is for fun. So I'm adding some low melt here. It's 148 solder, so I can easily remove the chip. Let me power on the hot air. Alright, and let's try to remove the chip. Then I have a CEH341 programmer. It's gonna take a while to do that, but we're gonna program it with that. Good. So now that it's off, let me clean it first. Does this chip also have a ground on the bottom? No, it doesn't, only the board has that. That's okay. Let's get Let's get the big solder iron and let's try to wick this. Good. And good. I'm not gonna touch the middle because there is no connection with the middle part of it. Let's just clean that. Flux, I'm using Gamtech LF 4300, something like that. Very good flux, the original one. Okay, and let me grab the programmer because I'm gonna have to solder the chip there. Alright. Okay. And that's soldered. Good. Now let's move under the other screen, the other camera, and let's set this up. Okay, so I'm gonna use flash ROM. I was too lazy to type everything. Obviously didn't copy. Okay, so I'm gonna do like orig.1.bin. I'm gonna read it twice and then compare to see if both are the same, right? So I'm gonna fast this forward because it's gonna take a while. This programmer is very slow. Okay, now we can do an MD5 sum, for example, orig asterisk, and we see it's the same sum. Or we can use like vbin diff orig asterisk, right? And we can see them both, they are the same. Good. Now let's write the one that I found online. Gateway. Okay, so sudo. Now let's repeat the command like this because it's easier. We have a W here, and here we have like G something dot bin. So I'm gonna fast forward this one because it's gonna take a long time. It's reading, writing, and verifying it. Alright, so now that it's done, I'm gonna disconnect it from the computer and we're gonna move back to under the microscope and see if we can solder it back. Okay, let's remove this one from here. this is good because it's low melt. It works fast, and let's solder it back to its original board. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. Oh my god, I lost the BIOS chip. Jesus. Found it. Good. We're gonna put some flux. Okay, let's place this like this without any dirt. Good, so let me find my soldering wire, and I'm gonna do one leg. My shaky tell. I think now it's good. Good. Let's clean it a bit. A bit too much solder there, but it's fine. No worries. Okay, let me move back to the other camera. Okay, so we have a bit of a mess here, but there's no problem. Here's the board. How is this supposed to be? Like this. Good. I'm gonna put the cooler back. Yeah, the how is it called? The paste is fresh because I repasted it once. If I can ever find my screwdriver. Do you see it somewhere? Okay, I lost it. Found it. Good. So we put one here. Where were my screws? Here. One here. One here. And one here. And I'm gonna connect the fan because I want to see it spinning, not necessarily for cooling, but just to see some feedback from the board. Good, so we're good, nothing else connected, I don't need anything. Let me start the power supply. Yeah, you can see it up there in the middle. I need the ground, if I can ever find one. Well, maybe here. Let's put it like this. And let me connect it. It doesn't start by itself, but we can force it because the first two pins are the power button here on the keyboard. Yeah, so we have nothing. And this one is not starting anymore at all. At least last time it was starting. Ah, well, it started. Good. No, it's doing exactly the same. See, and the fan is starting because the CPU is getting very hot. Yeah, very hot. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I'm definitely sure that the CPU has a problem. And it's also squeaking somehow, like the one of the coils, I can hear it. Yeah. Same behavior. None of the MOSFETs are shorted. As you saw, we have all the supplies, all the power present. Well, the only thing remaining is the RAM, if maybe one is disconnecting. Yeah, but I pressed on all of them and there was no change. I'm trying them again. But the way it's going up to 1 amp over 1 amp, it's definitely an issue, I think, with the CPU. Oh, look, this was a bit longer, huh? Let me press harder on this one. No, it's not. Well, now we have something different. Look at that. I don't like the way it stays at 400 milliamps. And if I release this one, yeah, nothing happens. Okay, let's do it again. Can't start it anymore. Did it completely die? Yeah. 1 amp down. Pressing on this RAM. See, when I press on this one, something changes. Okay, so let's go back under the microscope. I'm gonna reflow the RAM and see if we have if there's anything changing, because if there is, then it's some progress, right? Also, when I flex the board, it could be that I'm flexing also the CPU, and maybe the CPU doesn't make proper contact with the board. That can also be because I've seen this a lot on Ryzen CPUs. But no worries, I don't like the fact that it's heating up so bad. So I'm gonna be back under the microscope and take it from there. Okay, so let's first see if there is any sort of underfill, but I can't see any. So there's no underfill here. And these are very large. I don't know how to put it so you can see it. I think like this, good, but I need something under the board. So I'm gonna use two of these pliers, not pliers, tweezers. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with this one. No, actually You know what? I'm gonna put it on the thermal pad because it's gonna work better. So give me a second. I'm gonna use this thermal pad, see here. I'm gonna put it to 120 degrees. Yeah, so 120. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like this and wait for it to heat up. Put it like this so we can see it. Maybe a little bit like this. Okay. Good, so now we wait because it's gonna take some time to heat up. So let's use a lot of flux. The board is at around 100 degrees now. I'm gonna put flux under all the chips. You see, because it's hot, it's pulling the flux under it, and that's good, that's what I want. And let's go to the other row. I think this has 8 gigs of RAM. Good. And good. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one here. Perfect. Let me get the hot air. The first one will take a bit, the others will work better because the board will already be hot. I hope there's no underfill, although I couldn't see anything. It's weird it doesn't go yet. It's not giving in. Wow. Is there any underfill under it? That would be weird because you couldn't see anything. It's not moving at all. Let me crank up the air. Ah, okay. See? This one moving now. It's dancing, it's good. We move to the other one. Yeah, this one is dancing. This one. This is dancing. This one. This is dancing. See? This one. Dancing, good. This one. Dancing, good. This one. dancing, good. This one. This is dancing also now, see? Good. I'm gonna turn off the heater and I'm gonna pause the video until it cools off. Okay, so I've connected all the flexes and I also put 2 screws here and I'm gonna power it on. With the keyboard connected I saw that it starts automatically, so it does start. Yeah, and it doesn't seem, yeah, it did turn off eventually. Let me open the lid. Okay, so we can see a part of the picture if there is something. I've connected the supply again. Let's see how it behaves. No, no. The CPU is getting very hot. I can feel it from here. No, it wasn't the RAM, it's the CPU. It is the CPU. Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost this battle. I'm gonna press on the CPU. No. It's very hot. Okay, so let me connect the original charger because it's easier. I don't have to keep that in my hand. So original charger is connected. It's doing the exact same thing, so I'm gonna try to press on the CPU. The board is extremely bent now. No. On the other side. No. On this side. No. On this side here. This is so hot, I can't even hold my hand on it. No. Oh, sorry. It's not always working like we want to, but this is it. I'm also gonna post fail repairs, but there's nothing much I can do about it. I think the CPU is gone here. Well, thank you for joining. Give me a like, subscribe if you didn't already, and see you next time.